Good morning everyone, hope you're well. We're still continuing on from the other day. Finished this one here almost all the way off. So there's a few pieces that I'm now missing that I've just taken off, just ready to pop this one on the ship. So pretty happy with that. Where are we now? So we pretty much, that's all finished. I won't mark it off yet because I'm still going to go through and put some of these other fine bits and pieces on, but let's sort of move on a bit to the next piece. So I'm just about to put these on, and there's a right and a wrong way. So having this one facing towards you, as in that's towards the rear of the ship, the right hand side, while it's facing towards you, is the lower one. So these are not the same size. In my hand is the left one, is the lower one. So the left one goes this way with that part there facing the rear. Something like that. What I'm going to recommend is you fit both of these just to line them up, but only glue one at a time. That's it. And this is the reason why, because as soon as you pop it in there, you've got to spend some time to adjust them out. So the left one's going to go that way, the right one's going to go down a bit. Yeah, look at it from all angles. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It's on the base there, yep. Just make sure they're nudged down. They are. Okay, now that they're on and kind of in line, I'm just going to adjust that one just a little more. Alright, I think we'll glue them down. That was funny, I put some glue on it, and then I pushed on it, and then basically the other one popped down and sealed it off. This one going to do the same. Let's have a look. Nope. Anyway, she's down. Do I dare risk putting some glue in there? I should. I think I'll risk it just behind here. Yep. One there. And we'll do just one on the other side. It should wick through there anyway. Okay, so they're now on. It's got some very delicate railings and bits and pieces. I think what I'm going to do is they'll be absolutely very last. Do we risk putting the antenna on now? We might. Well, there's the antenna on as a dry. And I think it's too fragile to put on just yet. I think it's one of those things that we need to put on the very last of the ship when I do some of the rigging. It's so fragile, and yeah, just one drop or one bump and that's gone. So I think what we'll do, we'll leave it off, but we can see what it looks like on. It looks pretty good. The only thing really left on here is a couple of guns and bits and pieces and spotlights. I don't really think there's much more to do to this piece, apart from a couple of locker boxes, bits and pieces. So I think this one's nearly done as well. So I think in the last episode we put this one on, and this looks like it's gone off now nicely. What else is on here? So we have... Okay, what do we got here? We got... Oh, this piece. So this one is the one that has to go in sort of through the next floor. Like that. And what happens is this kind of goes through here. I can just get these pieces out the way. They're kind of going to get squashed into there. You're delicate. Like that onto the ship. And then once that's all done, we then fit the mast all the way through. So The question is, which way am I going to put this together? So that's going to go that way. I don't think we can fit the mast or that rear piece just yet either. One thing we can fit though, I'll just push that to the one side for a second. I can fit this one onto the mast, but I'm not happy with the paint job, so I'm going to repaint that very quickly. So just while I'm waiting for it to dry, we can sort of have a look at this. That'll go in something like that. Now I do know I had some trouble fitting this last time, and I had to sort of take this piece off to help fit this one in, and then sort of slide it all down together. But we're kind of getting there. We're starting to take some shape. The little pieces here that I painted before, I'm going to put them on. Still going to work out where this one goes. Where is it? This one. I know I took it off ages ago and painted it. Just haven't worked out where it's going to go yet. Unless it's one of those ones that go up on top of... No, it can't be there either. I will find it. What are your thoughts on this so far? Does it look pretty good? Yeah, my camouflage is a bit out there. So I've kind of half followed it and kind of haven't, because some things didn't make sense. So on the plan you could see that there was a line this way, and to be honest with you, the line on the other way absolutely made no sense. It just didn't flow from one to the other, and I couldn't work it out, so I had to put my own interpretation on it. So I think when all the bits and pieces are on here, this is going to look quite good. I'm pretty happy with the toning and the spots where I have left the light grey. The light grey just seems to lighten it a bit, and yeah, I had some dilemmas on which mask to spray dark and which one to spray light, and overall I'm pretty happy with that. And then if we add a gun as well, let's see, the gun for that one is here, which I've kind of been doing on the side. So every gun is different, and again, these are, as you can see, I've matched the paintwork into it, and I just to change it up, I just swapped it around a bit, that's all. Some would say, oh, it should be the same, it shouldn't be the same. Let's bring it around the other side. And I did the same there. That side I matched. And this is what I was talking about before on the mast. On one side it works, and then you bring it around, and it's like, well, how does that work on the other side? And the best I could come up with was to resplit it like just like that. But when this is on the ship, this is going to look beautiful. And again, with the light off, it just, yeah, that colour kind of, it's a little overpowering on its own, but if I turn the other light off, it's nearly 7 o'clock now in the morning. So we got some natural light and some from the kitchen. It just, yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be the ship of the night. So this is looking rather nice. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit there. And that light. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That deserves a picture right there. Just while I'm here, again, I'll mention about the toothpick and what I did. I pretty much just touched every single little hole. I'm just not looking. I know I did it on that one. Did I do it on this one? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So we've got to add these gun towers now. So they're painted. I've split this back up again just to make it a bit easier. So we'll glue these two pieces together. Basically we'll get some glue, drop a little bit in there, and then we'll just drop this with the pin down into it. And what we'll do, we'll just make sure that's pretty square. While we're at it, I'll pick it up, have a look. Yeah, that's one. I'll do the other one. So we'll let them go off and harden up for 10 minutes before we muck around with any more because they're a little loose. So just while we're waiting for those to dry, we'll push them to one side. Just a little bit. Yep, they're good. I painted all these. I only painted the one side because you're not going to see the other. So yes, you can see the clear side. So you'll see a bit of a theme with this whole ship, which is I painted the main colours and I had picked up the light, the medium and the dark in all of it. But every so often I use the medium as a highlighter for all these different bits and pieces. So if I grab one of those torrents, one of the guns, which I'm probably going to repaint because I'm not happy with them. Some of them I've obviously missed. So for the sake of this, I'll grab a good one. And then the plan is just to grab one of the guns. We'll put it in there. It might be a little tight because of all the paint on it, but that's okay. Like that. And if you're still not happy with it, let's bring it up. I am happy with that though. I don't like them pointing down. I think they naturally want to point down. So, oh, that's better. Pointing up a bit more. As long as they're not pointing down. And again, make sure they're nice and even. Will I drop some glue in it? Yes, but I could also, do I risk being so small? And you kind of want them sticking out. I was going to say I was going to access black these, but I don't think I will. Not for the time being. I think they look pretty good like that. So there's one in the grey. I also have these in the lighter colour because there's 5 and they swap around all over the place. So let's put that one in there. Let's squash that back down. Yeah, that looks good. Again, I think I'm going to, as long as I'm pointing down, no, not pointing down. I think what I'll do, I'll just glue them in and just leave them exactly the way they are. There's enough detail on that to sort of say, yep, look at me. There's enough to say, look at me, but not enough to say that looks weird. So what we'll have is, on the ship, we'll have a couple that are this, like the dark and the light. And depending on where they're supposed to go on the ship, that's how they'll be. Okay, I think we'll call it there. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this build. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye.